Speaking of potentially unexpected outcomes, we've got Nico's pick this week, that being the 1989 film Dead Poets Society.
Alright, so the Dead Poets Society is a film about an all-boys school where they're training to become the smartest little lads in the whole ass US. And, it's a pretty fucking depressing place to be until fucking Robin Williams' character comes in there and he just fucking brings them the light of day to fucking... I'm blanking out on the term right now. Fuck.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem!
It was on the Languages of the World quiz, man. What the fuck?
And hilarity ensues.
Fun fact, the yearbook photo of Robin Williams' character is Robin Williams' actual senior year yearbook photo.
Bad nice. Fun fact. That seems pretty expected.
What?
I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that, but...
I definitely would have. Alright, so fellas, I'm thinking that there's something so cold about reducing a work of creative expression like a film down to just like some rating, which is why I think I'm going to be abstaining from doing so.
What do you think you're going to rate
Just give us your rank, you coward.
Probably S.
What? Okay.
Dylan, how about you?
Okay. I gave this movie a B+.
Interesting. Tanner?
I'm in between an S- and an S. I think I am leaning towards S- right now.
Okay. Jackson?
I'm tossing up between A+ and S-. I'm certainly leaning towards S-.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. I was fully expecting to be the only one who really loved this film.
No, I fucked with this movie. Let me immediately just say something dumb. Let me get my Clanad reference out of the way here so we can talk about the movie normally here. So, in one of the ending episodes of Clanad Season 1, our main protagonist, or not main protagonist, deuteragonist, I guess, fucking the secondary character, Nagisa, is performing a play, and her father comes in to cheer her on. I immediately thought of that fucking scene when the father comes in, and it brought a tear to my damn eye when I saw that kid performing his play. I thought it was super fucking nice. I thought it was very wholesome. I love that to see his realistic reaction to seeing his father that is so against what he's doing coming, from his perspective at the time, support him. And then the immediate downfall of that was just fucking heart-wrenching and incredibly well done. Love that in the entirety of that scene. I think everybody that knows of this movie knows that. So yeah, the guy fucking kills himself. It was, I think, masterfully done. Incredibly poignant scene, and everything that followed was amazing. Let's talk about the rest of the movie now.
Yeah, I actually, shockingly, I was not aware that happened in the movie. The only thing I knew about this was the "Oh Captain, My Captain" part where they all stand on the fucking desks. So I was pretty shocked when we saw him fucking, just in his room, setting down his little crown and stuff like that. I was like, oh, fuck, he's gonna kill himself.
I'm totally with you. I knew nothing about this movie. I literally I knew nothing about it going into it. So, the second he was sitting down in his chair and he said, I was so good. I was really good. I was thinking, this guy's gonna fucking kill himself. And then he did. And I was just, mouth agape. Shocked the movie had the balls to do that.
I took the innocent route and was certainly like, oh, he's gonna run away from home. And then I didn't realize until the father ran into the room. I was like, oh, shit, he killed himself. And I was in shock for quite a decent bit of time.
Yeah. Yeah, so this film has a very amazing and really smart narrative. I was shocked that in an early scene when we see Robin Williams, he first says the "Oh Captain, My Captain" part, and we get a shot of one of the guys blowing his nose, that perfectly foreshadowed my reaction to them all standing up on their desks and saying "Oh Captain, My Captain." What? That part was fantastic.
That was a little cute, Nico.
All right, thank you, dude. Thank you.
Lost me.
Yeah. I'm on board with you guys. I am also a big fan of Stand By Me 2 for a lot of the reasons I liked the first one.
I can see arguments for this film being a little too schmaltzy or melodramatic, but just the sincerity of the film is really what wins it at the end of the day for me. We have so many quiet moments between these characters that give us a peek into their emotions in a way that feels very earnest, in a way that very few other films do.
Yeah. My thing in sort of that vein is I do think it kind of has a perhaps overly romantic view of the education system, which I maybe don't mind. Hypothetically, it'd be great if our academic institutions were worth respecting, but alas. But the core of the film, which is just, high school age male friendships, I think this movie nails. It never does like the modern thing where it's like, oh, they're super friendly and nice to each other all the time. No, these guys are sometimes dickheads to each other. They razz each other. It's very organic, the whole thing.
100%.
I don't even think it's like overly romantic about like schools as an institution or anything like that either. Like the setting of
I'm with Tanner.
Oh, okay. Well,
but go on.
I think the setting of a private school is like the perfect choice to tackle themes of like individuality versus conformity that this film is trying to push here. Like the school itself is very strict and like in the ways in which it enforces and like kind of tries to mold these boys into like these picture perfect symbols of excellence is really well done because it's stifling their passion as a result of that. And then Robin Williams' character coming in here, he just has such a grounded and realistic view of like how to help them. It's not like he's trying to turn them into like rebels or like act super recklessly or anything like that. It's like he knows that this school is an amazing opportunity for them, and it's just he doesn't want them to like lose who they are and like be afraid of nurturing their creativity because of sort of like what the ideas that it's pushing are.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. His character is very nuanced. I feel like we see the like wacky, innovative teacher character all the time, but oftentimes it is like they take it to an extreme where you're just like, this wouldn't work in real life. But he specifically is like, no, like be yourself, think for yourself and whatever, but appreciate where you are and what opportunities you have in front of you. And even with like a line that stands out to me specifically is at the end of the play when the father is taking him away and he says to the kids, don't make it worse, when they're like starting to talk back at the dad. I'm like, okay. That's a very mature thing to do. And even at the very end, I got this sense where Robin Williams' character knows that the kids more or less sold him out, and he's not vindictive about that. He kind of gets that, because they're kids, they aren't really in a position necessarily to just put it all on the line for him, and I feel like he doesn't hold that against them in a very mature way as well. Dylan, why'd you hate this movie?
Yeah, I didn't hate the movie. I just don't interpret it the same way you guys. To say I don't interpret it the same way is an understatement. I didn't interpret this movie at all. I don't know. I just no thoughts happened when watching this movie. I appreciated the dialogue and the interaction between the characters, but, for me, this movie wasn't very engaging. It was kind of just, I don't know, it fell flat for me, I guess. And the emotional bits did work, I will admit. I don't know. I have no explanation. It just was fine.
Well, Jackson, how'd you feel about it?
Yeah, I think it's just a really solid, well-made movie. I think the performances are all around the board really good. I think it's funny, I like our main guy, the dude that domes himself. I could not stop seeing him as just like the baby version of the dude from House, which like is a little bit immersion breaking, I would say. Like he's like a main, well, no, I won't say he's not the main character, but he's like a leading character in House MD. Gotcha. And it's just like, I just cannot see him. It's just like, oh yeah, this is the guy from House. But I think I did a good job. Obviously, Robin Williams stole the show. I think his character is fantastic, as you guys had already touched on. He's a really nuanced teacher. He just does a really good job. It just makes me want to be a part of that class, too. It just seems like a good time, and honestly, let's go back to our topic here. I miss high school all of a sudden. I want to go to this high school. This sounds badass. I'm not even going to lie. I was like, this place is gorgeous, too. I was looking up shit about Delaware after this movie. But yeah, no, it's just a really solid movie. I think the interactions of all of our main characters are just fantastic too. Even just like leaning into like, I don't want to say like the male high school boy fantasy of sitting in a fucking cave and fucking around. That shit just looks peak. That's just like, that's what I'd be doing. Like I would like joining a club called the Dead Poet Society and sitting in a cave and fucking around at night. That's just badass, man. That's just peak high school boy stuff. I think all of like the actual like drama is well done too. I don't think it leans well enough into like being like a melodrama. I think our characters are nuanced for that to not really be the case, but I think all of like the situations they're put into make sense and they're well thought out, and it's just a really well made fucking movie. It's just a really well made movie. There's some moments I would say just like in the middle of that wasn't like particularly crazy engaged with or something, you know, but it absolutely gripped me towards the end, and I was sold about the concept, and it was just a good time, you know? It was just a good time.
Yeah, there are just so many little moments that stand out a lot, where it's like, fuck, these are just such great character interactions, where, like, our main two guys, it's like, the dudes he's talking about, like, yeah, you know, my parents, like, got me another one of these fucking things for my birthday. Those fucking I bet they don't even remember that they got me one of these. And like, you know, it seems pretty cool. I bet it's pretty aerodynamic, right? And they just fucking chuck it. That's great. Nice bit of catharsis there.
Yeah, I do like seeing the evolution of what his name, John Anderson, whatever his name is, throughout the movie too. I think that was well done. Like just seeing him like come around to it over time was great. I will say one thing that I don't like about the audience perception of this movie, like anything with a bunch of young white boys in it, everybody just says they're all gay for each other, and I think that's annoying. Like, why can't they just be fucking friends, man? It's
right.
like half the reviews on Letterboxd are just saying, "Oh my god, they're both so gay. I love this movie." Like, come on, man. They're friends. Like, why do we have to go that way? I'm not even like in like a homophobic sense, but like it's just a bunch of fucking young boys being young boys, you know? Why do you have to be weird about it?
Bunch of young virile lads.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I could kind of see like the kid who like does the fucking acting. I could kind of see him being gay, but at the same time, I don't ever see him. It never feels like he's like trying to come on or like has any romantic interest in any of the other guys.
No, like yeah, sure you can make a case for the dude that wants to be an actor in plays to be gay, obviously, but you know, I don't think the movie's trying to like push you towards that direction. It's not even because he wants to be in plays.
He just kind of gives me a vibe.
I'm making a joke, man. I'm making a joke.
One more point in favor of this movie's nuances in that final scene: the fact that not every kid stands up.
Yeah,
I feel like, oh, okay, you know, we're being smart here.
Yeah, that was good.
Even just the kids, not them trying to do some fucking statement piece about them all rejecting and getting like fucking expelled together or something, but like they did, like it says a point about like the theme of the movie of like the conformity in the end, where they did end up like sacrificing him basically to save their own skins, you know?
Yeah.
The movie is incredibly consistent with what it's trying to portray, and I can really respect it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. I'm so happy to hear it, guys. Again, I was not expecting this outcome, but I love it all the same. I'm thinking I'm sticking with my S for this one.
You know what? I think I've been convinced to go with the higher of my two. I'll also go an S.
I could see myself improving this rank in the future, but right now I'm just sticking at an S-. Robin Williams, man, that guy's got a crazy hit rate.
Right? What the fuck is up with this?
Toys was a miss, but you know, let's ignore that one for now.
Yeah, let's check out Flubber next.
There we go.
I don't know about that one. I don't think Jackson will enjoy that one. What's great about these discussions is I think I was just almost intentionally being ignorant to the fact of this movie. Like, I think I knew there was something there. I just refused to think about it too much. And hearing you guys talk about it made a lot of sense. Because were you like thinking in your head, like, am I watching the same movie as these dudes? Or like, are you actually connecting pieces to what we're saying with your experience? Well, because the big problem is, I say problem, the interactions between the characters just felt genuine, you know? Like, it's missing something a lot of these other movies have, where it's like, yes, everybody's good actors, but like, when you have like genuine feeling interactions, there's just a different level to it. And you know, there's a message hidden in there, you know, like, obviously Robin Williams trying to teach them how to live their lives differently to make the most out of what they have. You know, maybe I was being a little harsh on this movie. I might even give it, let's bump it up to an A. Let's call it an A. That sounds good to me.
Perfect. And it lands at a solid S- overall. Wow. It got into S tier.
Been a while since we had one of those.
Been a hot second since we've had an S tier.
When the fuck was our last S tier?
Was Shawshank the last one?
That's a
I'm
great
scrolling.
question.
Give me a moment. Keep talking, Dylan.
My big problem is my issue with rating movies is I often compare them as like, do I like this movie more than the other one? And I was constantly thinking, did I like Dead Poet Society more than You Were Never Really Here? In a different perspective, no, I didn't like it more. But from like a different angle, I can see myself liking that. Like, this movie did stuff that You Were Never Really Here didn't do. So like I have to like not look at it through a singular lens. Fortunately, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, what I'm seeing is Pulp Fiction was our last
What?
S-tier movie, and that was almost 40 episodes ago.
Oh my god, it's been like fucking... No.
It's been almost a year.
We've had a bunch that have been
been a
bumping
while.
up against it, you know, like fucking Reeves movie, Silence of the Lambs. We've had a lot of really good movies there that just haven't cracked it. Our standards have gotten too damn high, god damn it.
We've watched a lot of movies, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We have watched a lot of movies, and this is another one. Straight to the S- pile, another generic film.